Hi everyone. My name is Maribel. I'm the counselor here at Merced Adult School. I want to first start out with apologizing for not putting out a video last week. I had some technical difficulties. I recorded, but there was no sound. I had new technology. I was in a new place. And then I was trying to salvage it and figuring out different ways to upload it on YouTube. So yeah, but here I am. And now this one is on time. I will be uploading it at regular time here on Thursday. So this week's a little bit different. I do have about 14 minutes now to record, but I wanted to show you a presentation on the slides, Google Slides, which I just started doing right now. This was a request from a student, and so I think it's good to know too. It helps me review also about budgeting. So this week is the basics of budgeting and managing finances. This is just the basics. And of course, if you want to know more about, being able to make more money, well, that will be a special request, and I would like to know. So let's go on with this. So why is it important? Why do you want to know about budgeting? It really brings us awareness around our finances, like how much money are we making? What's our income? What's coming in? How much money are we spending? What is our expenses? We definitely want to avoid living paycheck to paycheck. You use all the money and maybe be in debt. This will bring awareness of your finances. You want to know where your net income is and what you're taking home, okay? You want to become financially independent and free and be able to go ahead and get ahead in life. So that's the reasons why this presentation or this video might be important for you and something you might want to invest in time in. So you definitely want to feel empowered with your finances, so this video will help you with that. Okay, so learn how to budget, and you want to learn how to divide your money and your finances, okay? So there is this rule that I looked up that I thought was great, is the 50-30-20 rule. This is where we're looking at your savings is $20. Obviously, your needs are going to be important, 50%, and your wants will be 30%, and savings or any debt will be 20%. So what does needs mean? So needs, the 50%, is something that's greatly inconvenience you if you don't have it. If that's something that you can't live without. So housing. Although I know we have homeless people, but we definitely want to be able to have a roof over our head. So groceries, you can't survive without food unless you fast, but let's not go in that direction. There's utilities, that's your electric bill, your gas, water, sewage. It can be even gas, because if you need to get to a place, your phone bill. It's technically kind of on that. It's really specific. Not to say that it's under utilities, but it's still a bill that you need to have in order to go on with your regular functioning throughout the day or in your month. So health insurance. Let's hope you have some health insurance. Take care. You never know what could happen. Car insurance, because we can't really drive without car insurance. Your gas for your car, your phone bill, and the internet. Because right now these days, like right now with COVID, how do we work without internet at home? So this definitely now is kind of considered a need. So what is your wants? It's 30%. So there are minor inconveniences. Is something that you desire but can't live without. It definitely improves your quality of life. So this could be shopping for new things. Not for necessities, but new things. You're dining out. You're exploring your hobbies, something you really enjoy. It could be your Hulu, Netflix, getting your car wash, because now people have like memberships for that. It could be your YouTube account, your Spotify. This could be cable, which I've gotten rid of cable because now we have Netflix and Hulu and stuff, and even YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos all the time. It could be having a pool service or gardener service, and maybe you have a maid. These are wants, because sometimes you don't want to spend all your life or all your time cleaning your house, so you get a maid. So those are that's a want. So what is your savings and debt? The 20%. This is being able to take care of any mistakes you did before with a lot of credit, and then also planning for your future. So hopefully you could take care of your debt mostly of your debt, but then also really be thinking about your future. So you want to have an emergency fund you be working towards, and sometimes you have to start from scratch. This is something to look forward to. It's usually like 6 to 12 months of living expenses, which could be anywhere from 12 to 24,000. If if it's 2,000 that you are needing every month, right? It could be credit cards. You're paying off your Bank of America, Best Buy. It could be cash rewards. I really think that's the best to have. If you're able to qualify for a cash rewards, getting 3% back is amazing. I know I make a few $100s every year using my cash rewards, but of course, only use it if you have the money in the bank, okay? Your student loans. I know I just paid off mine a couple days ago. After 8 years of paying onto it, I owed about 20,000 or more. And then also retirement accounts. Your individual retirement account could be a 401k, it could be 402b if you're a nonprofit. So those are your savings. So how are you going to do this? You're going to have, the first step is being able to be aware of it. So how can you do this? You have to track. So remember that your income is your budget. So how much money you're taking in, this is your pot of gold. This is what you're going to be able to, what are you going to do with how much money is coming in? So being able to track is important. And these are a couple ways you can track. And I would encourage you to track. You can have a calendar where you color code what are your needs, utilities, bills is red, what your wants will be in yellow, birthday parties, shopping, dining out, any weekend getaways. Your debt could be savings and looks green, retirement, credit cards, like retirement accounts, credit cards, savings, funds. And I think I'll show examples of how I could use this, and I will use it. And right now, you can have after having like checking, putting it in your calendar, have an expenses tracker, at least track it for a month. This will give you an idea where your baseline is. So you look at bank statements. I use everything through online, because I like to have set out automatic payments so I don't forget anything. I have the luxury to do that, or the privilege to be able to do that, thankfully, nowadays. You can use Google spreadsheet or an Excel spreadsheet to, track your stuff if you like to. I like to use a lot of Word, and because you can still do a table and create a sheet for that. And I'll show you right now how that looks like. If you have an income, make sure you put your income on the top, and your budget, that's your budget. You'll have 3 columns where you have your wants, needs, savings, and debt. You have your budget, like how much you're budgeting for that month, and how much you're actually spending. So let me give you an example of how that looks like, how this tracking systems look like. So a calendar tracking, December, this is like rent. It's always due on the 1st. At least that's what I make myself. It's due on the 1st. Every week I'm spending about $100, although it could be less, but I'm budgeting $100. Every Sunday I usually do my shopping because I'm busy during the week. So that's why you have 100. So it's the red is what we meant to say is important, is a need. I forgot to add the legend. I cut it off. Electricity is definitely a need. Your gas for your car is a need. Your water bill is a need. Your gas is a need. And your phone is a need. So you're looking at needs, see, that are red. They're definitely like your 50, almost like, again, your 50% of your income. Let's see, you're having a birthday gift that you need to buy for. So I put that in birthday 25. My birthday's the 22nd of December. This calendar is not reflective of the actual month in December here of this 2020, but I just gave you an example. Credit card, see your credit card payments on the 18th. You put the 25th, your savings is taking out $25. Your individual retirement account is $100 every month, and of course the day you get paid. That's important. So this is a calendar tracking, okay? So the red again was your needs. The yellow is the things you want, and then your credit card or your debt or your savings is your green. So you can do something simple like that, just so you can see and visualize things. Your other way also is December expenses. This is a tracker. Let's say your budget is $3,000 because that's what you're taking home. $3,000. This is your net. Remember, your net income compared to your actual what you're making. I forgot what that one's called. I forgot right now. So net is what you're taking home after your taxes are taken out. this is exactly the money you're taking home. Let's say it's 3,000. So if you have kind of this little table, it could be like say an Excel for a spreadsheet, or you can do a Google sheet. For this, Google Sheets are, if you don't have Microsoft Office, you can use the free Google, as long as you have a Google account, which I would highly encourage it because it's free. This is where you're looking at your needs, your wants, your savings. This is just a small little table. Your housing, that's what you're budgeting. I didn't put how much I'm actually spending, but 1,000 is usually. Maybe food you spend to less than that, maybe 200. And then I would say that maybe you didn't spend all 3,000 and you have some money. So now you can actually put that on, maybe on, if you're wanting to save for a wedding, you can add it to your wedding. If you want to save for a car or for a house, you can have that written down here in an individual ones, right? And if, let's say, at the end of the month you're realizing that you're in negative, or you're really not having any extra money, then you're looking into like how to better yourself. You always want to invest in yourself, and figuring out how can you make more money where you're at, if you can move up at your job. You can also be looking at maybe going back to school, teaching yourself how to edit videos, which is what I really want to figure out next year. It's my goal. It's my goal to learn how to edit. I will make time for that. I've just been super busy with school and right now, and it takes all my time. And with COVID happening, it's just excuses that I'm using. Okay, so this is your like expenses tracker. They're very simple, but obviously there will be a much longer and bigger list here. Okay, and you get to see how every expense every month. You can see how much you're actually spending, and then you can make changes accordingly. So in summary, with regarding this, you can use any model. I use the 50-20-30 rule one. And what it really does help you is being aware of your expenses, and you can track them in a couple ways. This is just a couple ideas, using a calendar, and then also having a tracker sheet for every month, so you know how much you're actually spending, and then you can make changes accordingly with that. So you are adjusting that as necessary, or as necessary for any wants that you might want to have too. Like if you want to, have bigger goals than buying something new, whether it's a new house, whether it's a new car, for a wedding, so vacation, you can always budget that out, and it can be part of your savings of 20%. Okay. And it's important, again, as you're analyzing your budget, and your finances, trying to figure out your finances, that you invest in yourself, in education, being able to learn and being able to self-improve, whether it's watching YouTube videos, whether it's going back to school, seminars, anything available, any trains are available for you, free or something that you can invest on. So books, podcasts, is very important to take care of yourself and invest in yourself, because you are your best investment. So again, this is just briefly in how to budget, simple budgeting. Like I said, the 50-20-30 rule. 50% is your spending on your needs. So 50% of your budget, of your income, of what you're taking home, your net income, is on, things that you really need. And then 20 is on your savings or any debt that you have. 30 is on wants, things that you want to do, like that is extra, that is not too much of an inconvenience if you didn't have it. So hopefully this kind of helped. And again, I think it'd be a really good idea if this is a start out on how to track and get back, or just get on track with your finances, and be able to meet your goals and be able to further on, get ahead in life, if you want to get more and accomplish a lot more. So hopefully this video kind of gave you guys a good idea. If you have any comments or any questions or suggestions for another video, maybe explore more on how to budget for food every week, and how to save on that, I can do that. Let me know. You can comment below. You can like this video, please, so that other people can see it. And yeah, I'm sorry again for last week, but I'll get back on track next year. So I'll be taking a little break here soon. Have a good day. Bye.